stop. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I love my life. It's the life I chose. My spiritual awakening just grows and grows. I love my life. I'll tell you straight. The best is coming and I just can't wait. The best is coming and I just can't wait. Let's do the first verse again.
All right, while you're on your feet, please turn to one another and offer the Namaste greeting. Amazing. Namaste. Namaste, musicians. Namaste. Namaste to our tech team. Namaste, Brian and Jesus. Oh. Namaste to our love streamers. Hello and blessings. We love you. We thank God for you. Woohoo! All right, and so while you take your seat, please also take a moment to silence your cell phones or whatever you have that makes noise. I didn't mean it that way. Grand Rising, beloveds. My name is Reverend Elizabeth Rowley Hogue, and I am the spiritual leader for Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living. I use she, her gender pronouns, and the land upon which we gather here today is the unceded territory of the Chumash and Salinan people. Let's take a deep breath together. And another one. And one more. Welcome to the Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. We've been waiting for you. And we have an affirmation for today, and I invite you to please repeat after me. I'm sexy and I know it. And so it is. And our practitioner for today, Gina, is going to offer the opening prayer and Science of Mind reading. Thank you, Gina.
Good morning, you sexy people. Yes, my name is Gina DiGirolamo. I'm one of the spiritual practitioners here, a team of 12 of us. Yeah, we have a powerful team. So just want to remind everybody that this is a community that does believe in the power of prayer, and it's very powerful. And there are several ways that we can participate in prayer together. One is by filling out a prayer request form in your program. It's a salmon-colored sheet, and you can put in a prayer request, put it in a box over there on the side table, and the whole team will pray over your prayer for a week. If you have something that comes up during the week, you can always email us at info@awakeningways.org, and it will immediately get put out to the team, and we will also add that to our prayers. Also, I will be available after service in the back if anybody would like to have what we call a 3-minute miracles, where we can maybe touch on something that's on your mind and your heart and do a treatment around that. And then if you want to go deeper on that situation or something else, you can always make an appointment with any one of us. We're wearing stoles. We also have some cards, or you can also email info@awakeningways.org to get in touch with one of us. And we can have an hour-long professional session with you and really help you to remember the truth of what is happening. So, with that, I have a reading today from our Science of Mind magazine. Every month, if you don't get the magazine, there are articles that are by Ernest Holmes, actually. Obviously, he's not with us, but they take from the archives and present something that he has written. So I'm going to read a little excerpt today from this month's Science of Mind, an article entitled How to Be Yourself. And this section is called Spirit Incarnated in Us. There is a spirit in us because God is incarnated in everything. But this spirit has made each one of us just a little different in order that there may be a variation in life. Unity does not mean uniformity. Our unity with other people never means that we must think and act as they do. All it means is we should get along with them. We should unify with everything, while at the same time keeping intact and whole that God-given something at the center of our being that is the real ego. It is then to find this true center that is the end and aim of our search, this divine person within us and within everyone, which in a sense has one hand placed in the hand of God and the other outstretched to humanity. For the ones who find themselves in God will discover God in others. And so now we'll just turn within for our morning prayer. And so as I recognize that there is only one divinity and there is only one truth that is occurring, and it is divine love in God, and it is creative, it is harmonious, it is wise, it is infinitely creating anew in each and every being. I know that I have this God quality, all these qualities, and so much more flowing through me as me always. I am never separate from this source. And as it's true for me, I know it's true for each and every being. I know that there is only wholeness, and each being is an individualized, unique expression of the divine. There can be no wrong in anything that has been manifested because it is an expression of the divine. Each being is that. And what beautiful, bright, creative beauty each one is. And so I know that this day, this service is divinely blessed in its uniqueness. And the unique words that Reverend Elizabeth brings to us is received openly. And we are so curious as to what Spirit has to say. I know I am curious as to what Spirit will speak to me today that will guide me and sustain me. And I know that's exactly what is happening. It's happening in the words that Reverend Elizabeth speaks. It's happening in the music that Jimmy and the What Else Is Possible band is playing. It's happening in Travis as he is also playing today. It's happening in each and every being in this community, whether we are here in person or on the love stream. There is beauty and divinity being expressed. And so I'm so grateful to be part of this community. I'm so grateful for the creative energy that expresses through each being, and I'm grateful to be living in this time to witness all of it. And so there's nothing left to do except release and let go and allow Spirit to just express itself and watch in awe. And so with that, I just release, I let go, and I allow it to be, and together we say, and so it is.
Testing. This song is called I'm Attractive. I'm attractive, I'm practically magnetic, like the force of gravity. I'm tethered to reality, where good attracts good, and bad attracts bad. There's a way to get to choose between happy or sad. You will see it in my mind, I will hold it in my hand. All the thoughts and fun things, and things bring satisfaction. But just remember this, while following your bliss, stay positive, you're creating your life. You're attractive, you're practically magnetic, like the force of gravity. You're tethered to reality, where good attracts good, and bad attracts bad. There's a way to get to choose between happy or sad. If you see it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. Your thoughts are nothing, and things bring satisfaction. But just remember this, while following your bliss, stay positive, you're creating your life. We're attractive, attractively magnetic, at the force of gravity, all tethered to reality, where good attracts good, and bad attracts bad. There's a way to get to choose between happy or sad. If we see it in our mind, we can hold it in our hands. Our thoughts become things, and things bring satisfaction. Just remember this, while following your bliss, stay positive, you're creating your life. Stay positive, you're creating your life. Stay positive, you're creating your life. The newest member of our choir.
All right. Well, we have a new choir member today. Just for today. All right, sending love. So, hello, beloveds, Grand Rising. How's everybody doing today? Well, there's so many of you here today. You must have received the memo that the topic today is related to sex. It's like, man, we should have that topic every week. We'll get lots of people. Ha, 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 ha. Right, okay. Yeah. Thank you for laughing. Well, today I want to talk to you about, actually, first of all, can we give the choir and the band some more love? Yeah. And my understanding is that Jimmy wrote 4 of the songs that we're hearing today, so let's give him some love. Yeah. Woo! Awesome. Yeah, very good. So today I want to talk about a phrase that makes us chuckle, I think, but I believe it carries a profound spiritual truth. That phrase is, I'm sexy and I know it. Just saying it, it's like, woo! When we hear the word sexy, many of us immediately think of physical attraction or something superficial, yes? But what if I told you that sexy is more than just a look? What if sexy is actually a divine quality, an energy that radiates from the core of our being when we are fully aligned with our true selves? Yes, I see you nodding your heads. You're with me already. So to be sexy in this sense is to embody the fullness of our divine nature, to know ourselves as expressions of the infinite, and to shine that light boldly and unapologetically out into the world. So in the book of Genesis, we are told that we are made in the image and likeness of God. This means that each one of us carries within us the divine spark, this essence of the Creator. Now, when we recognize this truth, we begin to see ourselves as beautiful or handsome, powerful, and worthy beings, yes? And so that's when we begin to embrace our sexy. You're sexy even with that. But what does it mean to know it? What does it mean to know it? So to know it is to have a deep inner awareness of our worth and our value. It's not about arrogance or ego. It's not about that at all. It's about our confidence in our God-given gifts, in our unique expression of the divine. So you exist that this divine feeling, fire, imagination, and creativity may be expressed through you. Now the Spirit comes to you with a new and fresh creativity constantly. The Spirit is always bringing new and fresh creativity because you are special and unique, each one of you, special and unique beings of light and love. And so when we understand this, we begin to realize that being sexy is about really allowing that divine creativity to flow through us and to not be afraid to let that light shine, that light of creativity, whatever that is. It's different for each individual, right? However you're expressing it. And so when we're aligned with that truth, then we exude in our creative process, right? In our creativity, we begin to exude like a natural magnetism, which is the song that you guys were just singing. It's so perfect, but we exude that, right? It's an attractiveness that goes far beyond the physical. Have you ever been drawn to someone and it's like you're just so drawn to them like a magnet, and maybe you don't even know them, but you're just drawn to them, right? There's that sense. And then, of course, we draw into our lives what we are. So there's no accident. It wasn't happenstance that you all showed up here today, right? There's a magnetic attractiveness of this community. There's a magnetic attractiveness within each of us. And so we draw into our lives that which is like us, right? Like attracts like. And so look around the room for a moment and just see these awesome beings that you've drawn into your consciousness here today. Yeah, beauties, right? And so this sexy is about self-love and self-acceptance. It's about loving ourselves exactly as we are, with all of our imperfections and quirks. Loving ourselves exactly as we are. It's about knowing that we are enough, just as we are, because we are expressions of the divine. So how do we cultivate this sexiness in our lives? It starts with recognizing our worth, recognizing our value, valuing ourselves as beloved children of God, not expecting someone else to value us, but truly valuing ourselves. And it involves taking care of our bodies, taking care of our minds, taking care of our spirits, nurturing ourselves in a holistic way. Yes? You can't just claim to be conscious and awake and aware and then pretend like that thing over there doesn't exist. Just keep sweeping it under the rug, you know? We are called to take care of our body temples. It also means to let go of the false beliefs and limiting thoughts that tell us we're not good enough, or they could do it better, or this is my first attempt, you know, or whatever, right? It's not true. And so what's happening for me in this moment is really, I'm really feeling gratitude for Jimmy and the choir and the band and everyone who is here. And, you know, sometimes things happen, right? But whatever, like, love is so powerful and they sounded so good, right? I'm so grateful, and I don't know that I express that often enough. So I'm very, yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, and all of us are always learning and growing. Even me as the spiritual leader here, I'm always learning and growing, always perfecting my craft. Yes, ministry is a craft, right? It's this creative expression of the divine that's coming through me. And so there's so much always happening, and all of us are every day in every way becoming more of who we are. Better and better and better, shedding the old and releasing the old ways. That means the old thoughts, the old beliefs, the old things that no longer serve us, and stepping more into who we know we already are and saying yes to that. Doesn't that feel good? Yeah. So those old beliefs, the false beliefs and limiting thoughts that tell us we're not good enough are not true. And so when they come up, we can recognize them and realize that, oh, that's coming up again. Well, thank you for reminding me of how I used to be. There's no room in my life for that, right? Yeah, thank you for reminding me of how I used to be. Because for me, there was a time when I was beating myself up and feeling like I wasn't good enough, and would I ever, live up to this high ideal that I thought, well, yeah, I think I'm doing pretty good. Woo! Look what I can do. Yeah, I'm sexy and I know it, and so do you. So instead, we must affirm the truth of our being. I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am divine. Or for the guys, beautiful may not resonate with you, so you could say, I'm handsome, I am worthy, I am divine. I'm beautiful, I am worthy, I am divine. And let that reverberate throughout your week, right? I'm beautiful, I am worthy, I am divine. And so as we step into this truth, we naturally begin to radiate confidence, joy, and love. And confidence is sexy, right? Yes. And so is being beautiful and worthy, remembering how worthy you are and how divine you are. Now, if you forget, sometimes we do, it doesn't mean you aren't those things, okay? It doesn't mean you're still not sexy. You just seem to be focused on some other area. But we're all here to see you as that. And that's the beautiful thing. So affirming the truth of our being, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, I'm divine. And as we step into this truth, we begin to radiate that confidence and joy and love, and we become magnets for good, attracting blessings and opportunities into our lives, which is brilliant. And so today I invite you to embrace your divine sexiness. Doesn't that have a nice ring to it? Your divine sexiness. Stand tall, walk in confidence, and know that you are a unique expression of the divine. You are beautiful, powerful, and worthy of all the good that life has to offer. Now, speaking directly about the most taboo topic of all, sex. What? Politics. Speaking directly about the most taboo topic of all, sex. I said it, sex. Yes. So sex, like any other aspect of life, is energy. And in spiritual terms, this energy is often referred to as creative energy or life force. Now, it's the same energy that flows through all of creation. It's the same energy that animates the entire universe, and that is the essence of our being. When we engage in sexual activity, we are tapping into this powerful current of creative energy. Uh-oh, did it get a little uncomfortable? No? Okay, good. Just me? Paraphrasing Ernest Holmes, the creative energy of the universe is present in its fullness at every point in space. This means that our sexual energy is not separate from our spiritual energy, that they are actually one and the same. And when we approach sex with this understanding, it can become a deeply spiritual experience. Yeah, and that is really what we're up to, right? Having these spiritual experiences. And so remembering that we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And so how can we bring that spirituality into every aspect of our humanity, right? And so it occurred to me, well, maybe you're not into sex, or maybe you're celibate or not having it at this stage in your life or whatever. So in that case, I want you to know that you can still activate this creative energy, right? You can activate this life force that is at the core of your being, and it's so powerful. And why would you want to do this? Well, doing so allows you to bring that energy into your body and out into your life as a divine expression of creativity, energy, freedom, and bliss. Now, how many of you have ever heard of Kundalini? Kundalini. Let me see your hands again. Yeah, most of us, right? You've heard of it. And so Kundalini is said to be a powerful primal energy that represents the unmanifested potential within us. So it's referring to that great field of the unknown that lies beyond the limits of our minds, because our minds can only get us so far, right? You reach a point where you have to let go of what you think you know and step into the unknown, right? And so the term kundal means coiled, and ini can be translated as power, leading to a definition of kundalini as the dormant energy coiled at the base of the spine. Yeah. And so Kundalini Shakti can be seen as the very energy of all consciousness that dwells within each one of us. And it's often depicted as a serpent wrapped 3.5 times. And this powerful energy can be awakened by the physical and spiritual practices of yoga, like mantra and mudra and asana and pranayama breathing. And there's also other ways like being here, being in service and being in selfless service and doing your spiritual readings. All of this leads to awakening that energy within. And so when awakened, this Kundalini energy, the Shakti, rises through the chakras, the energy vortices within us, in our energetic body, that leads to spiritual awakening manifested actually as freedom of choice, awareness, and a greater opportunity to live one's life with fullness. Who wants a little bit of that? Okay. So now I'm going to lead us in a meditation. So I invite you to turn your attention inward. Yeah, get comfortable. And do what I call the religious science shuffle, which is to shake your feet and, wiggle your toes, scratch your head, scratch your nose, move your body, whatever you need to do. Put your papers down if you have any papers in your hands, bulletins. Allow yourself to just be fully free in this moment as we go deep into this meditation. And I like to close my eyes, but it's up to you. You can close your eyes or rest your gaze a few feet in front of you gently. And let's take some deep breaths. And as you continue to keep your awareness on your breathing, allow it to settle you into your chair. And as you settle into the chair, you remember that you are connected to the earth, and you can imagine that there are roots growing from your feet down into the core of the earth, and it's Mother Earth. We are grounded in this space and anchored in truth and in Gaia, Pachamama. And then we also remember that while we are grounded, while we are here upon this earth, we are connected to the divine, to the ethers, the cosmos, and I imagine a white light coming through the top of our head, which is connected to the cosmos, and there's an exchange. It's like free-flowing light up and back, and so there's this powerful connection. Feel that connection strongly, and imagine what color that light is that's coming through. So we're going to do a focus on the third eye, and so the third eye chakra is known as Ajna, and it is located in the middle of the forehead. And the third eye is associated with the color indigo and the element of light. So you can imagine that, maybe put your head back a little tiny bit and feel that light going from your third eye into the cosmos and back. And there's this beautiful exchange of it. And now recognize that this area is considered the center of clarity and wisdom. Take some deep breaths. And to help us open up that third eye, let's do an Om. Om. And again. And again. And breathing in, breathing out. Continue with that breath and focusing on that breath. And in this moment, let go of thoughts, feelings, situations in your mind, in your consciousness, what happened before this moment, what you're doing afterwards, the busyness, everything that happened this morning, everything that didn't happen this morning, all of it, let it go. And breathe in and out and feel this space. And then I invite you to focus on the third eye, which is the space between the eyebrows. It is the space that is connected to the sense that is beyond seeing. It is much more of a subtle sense of your intuition, of seeing into dimensions that are not so clear but require that you simply relax and open to those dimensions so that you're able to see in a much more clear way. And maintaining your focus on that area between your eyebrows. Look into the third eye and breathe into that area of the third eye. And then on this next breath, we're going to breathe an Om into our third eye. Om. And as you breathe in, visualize that the breath is actually activating this space. And as you breathe out, let go of any thoughts or feelings that come up. And simply create a sense of presence in the space of the third eye. And use this space to allow your whole being to expand. And feel the freedom of that expansion. Feel the freedom that goes beyond the physical, beyond the mental, and beyond the emotional. Feel the freedom as you fly deeper into the unseen dimensions and you imagine your consciousness actually going through the portal of your third eye into the cosmos. As you go deeper into this space, allow yourself to expand so it is as if your whole being is connected to everything around you. All aspects. Connected to those next to you, to the floor, to the chair, to the walls of this room. And then coming back and remembering your third eye. And again, going out. Imagine your consciousness going out of that third eye and into the universe. Your consciousness is touching all aspects of the universe. It's touching the stars and the moon and the galaxies and the multiverse. And you are actually touching the space where everything is so free and so open that this feeling, this power that you now connect to is transmitted to your own body, to your own mind, to your own emotions. And now you can sense the power of the universe within you. And now bring yourself back through the portal of your third eye into your body temple. And I invite you to open your eyes when it feels natural. And return to this space. And as you find yourself in this space, you can remember that at any given time, you can go back out through your third eye into the cosmos and experience yourself expanding and becoming one with the entire universe. Is everybody back? Don't want to leave anybody out there in the cosmos. All right, so I love that third chakra meditation. It is really about us being present to our higher selves, right? We can get so focused and caught up on things that are happening right in front of us, the situations and circumstances in our lives, that we forget who we are and the power that we have and our divine sexiness. Yes? And so remembering that we are beautiful beings of light and love, we can also go out into the cosmos and then pull that energy back in, right? So I've talked about that before. You imagine that space, and it's that space that Joe Dispenza speaks about too. You know, you're going out and imagining that you are becoming a part of the space. And so there's really no space. It's like we're in it, right? Like we're actually occupying this space. And he has us start by thinking about our nose and then like the space above your nose until you can really get that you're one with all of life. And so bringing that back to us, pulling in that energy of the cosmos, we can really feel and sense the power of the one that is working in our lives. What does this mean? Why would you want to use this? Well, you can use this to create the life that you would love. Say you're looking for creativity for some new songs. Do that energy pull, and the energy pull will come with all of the songs that you are desiring to create, right? You just have to be present and allow it to be. Or maybe you're writing a book. You know, you can pull that energy in from the cosmos and be present with it, and then allow Spirit to do what it will do through you, and know and believe that it's already happening. You with me? All right, so to wrap it up today, repeat after me. I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. Now turn to someone next to you and repeat after me. I'm sexy and I know it. And turn to someone else now. I'm sexy and I know it. And now turn to one more person. I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. All right, friends. Let this affirmation remind you of your divine beauty and handsomeness and worth every single day. Okay? Now, may you walk in this truth, shining your light for all the world to see. Now, I invite you to, actually, I'm going to ask Travis to come up as we prepare. And the musicians, you can come up and prepare also. That'd be great. So take the time daily to actually activate your third eye by closing your eyes and imagining yourself looking through that space between your eyebrows and into other dimensions, and think about what you're seeking to create in your own life. There's so much power there. And tap into that energy that is beyond the great beyond, and then bring all of that energy back into your body, and remember that you are the cosmos. You are the universe. You are divine. And this is how we activate the Kundalini energy, right? And so it's one way to do it. Focusing on the energy, pulling it back into our body and letting it do its thing, right? And be present to that creativity and that life force that wants to come forward. And then I invite you to ask yourself the question, do I see myself as a beautiful or handsome, powerful, and worthy being? That's a question to ask yourself this week. And then your spiritual practice is to look in the mirror every day and repeat 3 times, I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. And then, report back to me. I'm sure you've got some songs. We'll create a sexy playlist. That'd be fun, I think. What comes to me is the LMFAO song, I'm sexy and I know it. It's really a great song. So anyway, let's take a deep breath together. And another one. One more. Yes. And join me in this space of pure love as you hear the sound of the guitar and the notes. Allow that to take you on another journey into the cosmos. Ride those waves of beauty as we relax again into our bodies and into the presence of the One. I like to close my eyes, but again, you can rest your gaze gently a few feet in front of you. And be in that space of love. This is the space where I know and remember and believe and feel and declare and trust and affirm that Spirit is all that there is. This presence of love is here right now. It's always here. Sometimes I might forget, and then things get a little wonky, and then I remember again. And so in my remembering, I know that I am anchored in this love. I am anchored in this beauty and power, and I remember that I am worthy. I know that God loves me exactly as I am, and this is true for each one of us. God loves us exactly as we are, and it wouldn't change one thing about me. It wouldn't change one thing about you. It wouldn't change one thing about us. And so as I remember that I am here for a divine purpose, a holy and sacred reason, knowing that this ground upon which I walk is sacred and holy, and everywhere I find myself from this moment going forward, I remember that I am walking on sacred and holy ground. And I am so loved and so adored by this presence, by the divine presence, that I am comforted and confident and safe and secure in the one. And in that experience, I know I am so sexy. And I allow this divine sexiness to sparkle and to radiate, and I'm not afraid to speak that. And so feeling that divine confidence and knowing that I have access at any time to activate this creative energy, this Kundalini energy, this life force energy. I also know and remember that I don't actually have to do anything but make this creative energy welcome. And so I know that each one of us going forward into our weeks, remember that we are sexy, and we actually do a little happy dance. And it's impossible to not dance as we look in the mirror and say these words to ourselves. I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. I'm sexy and I know it. It's like we have a secret. And this secret is not so secret. It's the divine. But the secret is that we have a powerful relationship with it, and we continue to court it and woo it. And it does the same to and for us. The divine is leading such a beautiful dance, and it's like, follow me, my beloved. I'll step this way, and so will you, and the divine will maybe even offer us a little dip and spin us around. And it's so good. I'm so grateful for this joy. I'm so grateful for this divine love in my life and in each one of our lives. And so with that, I can relax into absolute appreciation and love and gratitude for all that is as I release this prayer into the loving and creative action of the law, where I know it is so, and so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, honey. All right.
Got a war on terror, got a war on AIDS, a war against aggression, the war cry never fades. Got a war on violence, a war on crime, a war on unemployment like we're fighting all the time. Everybody's struggling, but the madness doesn't cease. 'Cause you can't stop war by fighting for peace. No, you can't stop war by fighting for peace. Got a war on cancer, got a war on hate, a war against pollution, a war against gaining weight. Got a war to end all war, the war to set man free, a war to stop the madness. When will we ever see? Everybody's struggling, but the madness never ceases. 'Cause you can't stop war by fighting for peace. I said you can't stop war by fighting for peace.
Hi, Jim.
Yeah, Jim.
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
We got 2 Jims in this choir. Hey, Jim, when's your birthday?
Sometime in June, I think.
Mine's on the 16th.
Hey, mine too, baby.
What are the odds?
Yeah, we got a third one.
This is the first time I've had anybody else sing one of my songs here. And it occurs to me, listening to this man sing, this song is kind of negative.
I know.
Sounds like we're complaining about it.
I wonder if we can do something about that.
What can you do?
You know, I got a remedy. I love everybody.
I love everybody.
You know that I love everybody.
I love everybody.
Yeah, I love everybody.
I love everybody.
You know that I love everybody.
I love everybody.
I love everybody.
I love everybody.
Yeah, I love everybody.
I love everybody.
I love everybody.
I love everybody.
I love everybody. I love everybody. The pathway to love is the pathway to release, because you can't stop war by fighting for peace.
Sing it
You
with us.
know you can't stop war by fighting for peace. I said you can't stop war by fighting for peace. I said you can't stop war by fighting.
Peace, I said you can't stop war by
Fighting.
for peace. You can't stop war by fighting for peace.
For peace.
Can't stop
War by fighting.
for
For peace.
Woo! Yeah. Wow. Woo! Excellent. What a great song. Another one of yours, Jimmy? Wow. So wonderful. All right, friends, it's time for our conscious giving. Will our ushers please come forward? We've got Betty and Nina today. Thank you, loves. Thank you for being in service to our community. We couldn't do this without you. So if you're tuning in on Zoom, you can make a donation to us by going to paypal.me/awakeningways. And if you're in the room and forgot your cash or check, not to fear. You surely did not forget your cell phone. You can go ahead and open your camera app and scan this little QR code, and you can make your donation through that link. And while that is a PayPal link, you can say, hey, I don't have a PayPal account. I just want to use my credit card or debit card. That's totally fine too. And then say you have a check and you left it at home and you still want to just write a check. You can mail us a check. You can put cash in here. There's an envelope that was in your program. If you put cash in, we invite you to put your name down so that we can attribute it to you at the end of the year with the statement. Your donations mean so much to us. There's no donation too small, and it really helps our community continue running. So thank you in advance. Now, we have a giving affirmation. I invite you to please repeat after me by taking your gift and placing it over your heart or your hand or your phone. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world. And returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
God
is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source.
God is my source.
God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks
So I give thanks.
for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Okay, so we are just so grateful. I'm so grateful for all these gifts that have been placed in this basket, that have been wired across the airwaves of PayPal and all of those things, just knowing that this is all energy too. This is part of that creative energy that Spirit has manifested for us to build a beautiful community, to continue to have this energy flow. And I'm so grateful for it. And I just know each and every one of us are grateful for it. We just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just release and let go and say, and so it is.
It is.
Oh, it is.
And it's now time for our announcements angel for today, which is Reverend Wayne. Woo! Careful. Whoa.
What a blessing Reverend Elizabeth is. You know, September is just around coming next Sunday, actually. So mark your calendars for the Crystal Bowl Sound Healing with Jamie Nicole, Wednesday, September 4th from 6:30 to 7:30 at our office on El Camino Real. The suggested love offering is $25, and no one will be turned away. Sign up at the back table in that purple area there. Join practitioner Ann Hanlon, thank you, for an hour of meditation and inspiration on Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. at our office on El Camino Real. And Reverend Elizabeth is taking a group of people on a spiritual pilgrimage to Bali in September of next year. And now I'd like to invite her up to tell us all about it, plus to tell us about a new, upcoming class.
Wow, I was on the edge of my seat. Oh, it's me. First of all, yes, Bali, that's coming up. It's almost a year from whenever we hit the date in September. September 20th, right? September 20th, 2025. And so you can sign up and register by putting down an $800 non-refundable deposit. And then they have this payment plan that you can pay over the course of the year, which is really awesome. And so so the invitation is to check out our website. There's a page on the site that has all of the information about the trip, and there's a video you can watch with all the Q&A, and you can check that out. And ask me, of course, if you have any questions. It's going to be the trip of a lifetime. And so it's not restricted to just our community. So if you have a sibling, a friend, a spouse that wants to join us, they can also come. And how many of you are going in this room? We've got, I'm still a medium. All right, we've got a few in this room, and there's some who aren't here. We have about 10 going, and so there's time, and so we'll let you know once we hit a total of 20, then you get put on the wait list. And so If you're really serious about it and thinking about it, you can talk to me. Now, more importantly, I want to talk about something that's right around the corner, and this is, I need a drum roll, I think. Prosperity plus 2. Woo! Yes. This is such a great time for us to expand our prosperity consciousness. And did you know that you may think that taking this class is just for you? Well, it's not just for you. Your consciousness affects this entire community. In fact, every time this community holds a class and some of us attend, that up levels our consciousness. Like our frequency starts to spin a little bit faster, right? And so we begin to draw more into our lives of what we're seeking and desiring, and that includes our spiritual community. And so this is a 10-week class, and this is a certificated class, and what that means is that if you are wanting to become a licensed spiritual practitioner, you need this class. And also this is one of my favorite classes. It's really fun, and so we watch a video, and it's a creative video, and then we have these beautiful workbooks that we work our way through, and it's only $165 for this class and the materials. Now, you get to have the workbook. There's a student workbook, and then there's also The Science of Getting Rich, a small book by Waddles. Can't remember his first name. Wallace? Well, thank you, Wallace Waddles. And then you also get the videos and the MP3s, so you can listen to it in your car, on your walks, or wherever you find yourself. So you are going to be elevating your consciousness, right? And so we need you to sign up sooner than later so we can order the materials. We don't make the copies. They actually come from a program outside. And another really cool thing is that you don't need to have taken any other class to take this one. And this is a Zoom class. And so if you're from Utah, you can take this class. Or if you're wherever you find yourself, on September 12th. 10 weeks, and it's $160 if you pay by check or cash, and $165 by PayPal. So Thursdays, September 12th through November 14th from 6 to 8 p.m. All right, reserve your spot today and start your journey to a life of abundance. Ta-da! There you go. Okay, back to you. You can sign up at the table in the back. Where's the table, Wayne?
Look for purple.
There.
Sunday, September 29th, that's next month, is going to be so much fun as we're having a potluck picnic party in the park. A lot of peas there. And Jimmy and what else is there is going to be doing their thing. They're going to help us in unplugging sing-alongs. And they'll also have a playlist of songs. And if you want to have a particular one, then make yourself known. And we have a spot on the back table in what color? Purple. To sign up whatever your favorite dish is. And I've already put my name on it. Now, if you have it, like I said, if you have a favorite song, just send it to us at info@awakeningways.org or whatever you want to do. Just a reminder that every Sunday the Hearts and Hands team is collecting food and hygiene products for Atascadero Loves and Fishes. Just bring a donation and we'll deliver it to them on Mondays. Our book of the month is good for another 6 days. And then you can keep it and keep reading it because it's a wonderful book. Spiritual Bypassing, when spirituality disconnects us from what really matters. By Robert Augustus Masters. And it's for sale on the back of the book on the table for just a short, sawbuck, I believe that is. $20. And a big shout out now to our volunteers and staff.
Woo, yes. Woohoo!
And you're exhibiting your hidden talents.
Woo!
Even if they could be Chippendales.
Oh. All right, let's circle up for our benediction and call and response. Thank you, Wayne. Reverend Wayne. Yeah, he's a reverend. Yes. Yes. Yes, he is. Hey. I'm coming over here. I thought you would like that. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. I'm not holding hands yet. All right, well, won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that you ever need do is turn within, and it is here you will find you are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
Something wonderful is happening as me right now.
It is this thing called life.
It is this thing called life.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my mind.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my body.
Life is in my relationships.
Life is in my relationship.
Life is everywhere.
Life is everywhere.
I think it.
I think it.
I feel it.
I feel it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I express it.
I express it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
Just the way that it is.
Just the way that it is.
And just the way that it is not.
And just the way that it is not.
Thank you, life.
Thank you, life.
Woo!
May I be filled
With love and kindness. May I be well. May I be thankful and ready. And may I be happy. May you be filled with love and kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and ready. And may you be happy. May we be filled with love and kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and steady. And may we be happy.
You can't stop war by fighting for peace. You can't stop war by fighting for peace. You can't stop war
by fighting for peace. No, you can't stop war by fighting for peace. You can't stop war by